Hello, welcome back to another video. In this video, we'll discuss about another question. As you can see, our question is here. Your company uses Microsoft Dynamics 365 Finance and Operation application. The company wants to track changes to specific tables or fields that are important to their business processes. You need to implement a solution that allow you to create a auditable record of changes to specific table. Which feature should you use? Option A, database logging. Option B, segregation of duties. Option C, extensible data security policies. Option D, role-based security. So among all these options, option A is correct, database logging. Why database logging? Because the database logging in Dynamics 365 Finance and Operation is used to track changes on creation, on update, on delete to specific table and fields. It maintains a historical log for changes that can be audited later. It helps to compliance, data integrity, and troubleshoot. What is the use case of data logging? The use case, it track changes to critical table like VIN table, cash table, or bank account table. So this is the best practice to create the track changes for important business processes which is involved, and one business should track changes to the specific table or field which are actually critical for their business. So that is why there are several tables you can explore. You can monitor the updates to sensitive field such as a bank account number, vendor group, or a credit limit. Audit who made the changes, what was changed and when it changed. You can track all these things. And why other options are not correct over here? For example, segregation of duties, extensible data, and option D, why these are not correct? Extensible data security, we already discussed in our another video that what is extensible security, and we have discussed this is mainly restrict the access to rows in shared table. That is a data level security, and it does not track the changes, so that is why it is not correct option. In case of role based security, option D, it is not correct because it grants access to forms, reports, menu items, etc. So based on role, not used for the tracking changes, so that's why it is not correct. And the segregation of duties, option B, is not correct because it prevents user from having conflicting permission, example approving and paying in an invoice, but does not provide any auditing or record changes level, so that is why it is not correct. Now let me discuss about database logging a little bit more, because if you don't know nothing about it, so this video should help you to understand the database logging as we are discussing the database logging concept here. Database logging is built-in feature in Dynamics 365 Finance and Operation that allow you to track and record changes made to specific tables and fields in the system. What is the purpose? The purpose or the main goal here for audit critical changes, monitor user activity on sensitive information. It helps to meet compliance and internal control requirement. And how it works? When you enable database logging on the table or field, the system captures the create and update and delete operations. So whenever you will create new data, it will create a log on a logging table in the database as well as at the time of the update and delete. For example, a log entry is created based on a user ID, date and time, type of changes, old value and new value, table name and field name. So all these things are actually stored in a specific table, sys database log table. If I'll give you one example of use cases, then it will be more easier for you. For example, one scenario for vendor account changes. You can track when and who updated the bank account details, employee salary and record changes. You can log the salary updates in HR module. Customer credit limit updates, you can monitor changes to credit limit on customer account. While doing this database logging, you have to remember the performance impact. You have to keep in mind logging too many table or high transaction field can slow down the system. You should log only the critical field. You can do the setup in the system admin module, inquiries and database log setup. You can do the setup in the Dynamics 365 F&O platform. So thank you for watching this video. If you have any question, you can write it in the comment section. I'll try to solve your problem as soon as possible.